All right, Scott, you're up.
I made Goku. He flies on a Nimbus cloud. We're drawing. Toriyama tonight. Toriyama tonight. Toriyama tonight.
Okay, well, this is one of those ones that we don't want to do these guys because that means we're kind of doing an in memoriam. We lost Akira Toriyama last week. Well, last week, right? It's only been a week.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, it hasn't been too long. Is it 1 week?
And, if you're not familiar with Toriyama, he created a ton of stuff that hit pop culture. And, like, everybody I know knows Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z or the various Dragon Balls. What's that?
March 1st, he passed away.
March 1st. Oh, it's longer than I thought. There's Drew. But he's, like when we look at Western comics, we look at folks like, the Stan Lees and the Jack Kirby's. When it comes to anime and manga, like Akira Toriyama, I think is right up there, right?
Right.
I concur.
I will be the least educated of the bunch. I'm also kind of dragging ass because it's been a pain in the butt day at work. So I have Scott with me and I have Drew with me. We're expecting John and Jason and maybe Aiko and maybe Murphy. But I'm sure Scott and Drew know more about Toriyama than I do, so I'm going to let them drive the conversation. I'll try to pop in where I can. So you guys take over. I'm going to take off the branding and tell me about Akira Toriyama. Drew, Scott.
I mostly know him because I was playing Dragon Warrior, big Dragon Warrior games back in the day. And then I figured, oh, that's the same guy that later on when I saw the Dragon Ball stuff, I was like, oh, it looks like the same stuff.
And it turns out it was, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
What about you, Mr. Drew?
Well, I mean, I'm relatively late to the party. I really didn't start studying Toriyama until maybe a couple years ago. To be honest, I still haven't watched a lot of the anime that his stuff is based on, but I've read quite a bit of the manga, and I'm a big fan of his manga. I like the Dragon Ball manga. I like Koa. I like Sandland. I like there's a collection that was put out years ago called Manga Theater, and it's a lot of his early stuff before he did Dr. Slump. And I don't know, I just love his work, and I think it's amazing. I love the juxtaposition of the ultra realistic machinery, along with the sort of cartoony kind of whimsical characters. I love everything about his style.
Okay. Scott, he's been around for a while, right?
From my understanding.
Well, can you recall what your first introduction to him was? You said Dragon Warrior?
The Dragon Warrior games, but that came out. When did the Dragon Warrior games come out? The late 80s, early 90s? I forget.
Okay. Murphy has joined us. Murphy, are you familiar with Akira Toriyama?
Sorry, what was that?
Are you? I take it you're familiar with Akira Toriyama, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Any thoughts you'd like to start off with?
Let me see. No, not off the top of my head. Sorry.
Okay. I know his death hit John pretty hard.
I think a lot of that community, it hit there was a lot of like people, like they had giant memorials and stuff for him, yeah, where they would show up
Yeah.
in the like the costumes and like playing tribute stuff, I guess.
Well, I mean, like I was saying at the beginning,
Hello.
obviously one of the big names. John is here.
Hi.
All right, John, take over.
Okay, you're gonna get some rest.
I'm here, but like I
Yeah.
said, I'm kind of low energy, and you guys know Toriyama way better than I do.
Do I? Okay.
I'm drawing, but I'll leave you guys. Let you guys drive the conversation.
Oh.
Well, like Scott was saying about like a lot of countries that had tribute, 20,000 fans gathered in Argentina
Yeah.
to for the memorial for Toriyama. 20,000.
Mexico had a big thing too. My friend Gabby in Mexico said that the whole country kind of shut down, just to kind of like as a tribute for Toriyama, because he had that kind of an impact. Amazing.
Argentina is really hardcore about a lot of their pop culture, like they have concerts
Mazinga
where they're
Z.
playing Masters of the Universe songs and just different theme songs from the cartoons of the 80s and stuff like that, including anime stuff and as well as Western
Mhm.
cartoons. It's just like, wow, these guys are really, really into it.
Oh yeah.
More so than like I think us, in the States wise.
Oh.
John, I was saying, I mean, I know you took it pretty hard. What did it mean to you? I mean, I didn't grow up with Toriyama like you guys, so tell
Well,
me about it.
it's so like for me, like growing up and like early on, in the 70s, 80s, of course we didn't have internet or anything, and I guess I came across Dragon Ball through like a video store. It was like we had like these Japanese video stores that did like these bootleg, like they would go to Japan and like just tape TV, and then you could rent like these episodes, and that's when I first discovered Dragon Ball. And then there was a small bookshop. There was a Japanese bookshop called Iwasa's, and then I found like the episodes. I mean, I could find the books of Dragon Ball, and looking at it, it was like so different from like all the the current manga that was out there, because you had like like the real pretty boy kind of manga, like the shoujo and the stuff like that. You had the more muscular ones like Hokuto no Ken and things like that, and then Dragon Ball was a little bit more whimsical, but there was something about it that would just you could just identify with. Like I just loved the style, the expressions, and how crazy it was. But I guess before Dragon Ball came out, NGN used to show Dr. Slump, which is one of his earlier films, and that's when like NGN, I guess you could catch it for free, right, for a while, right, Scott, if you had cable.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah,
Or
so I
they would
used
have
to watch.
weekends. They would have the weekends where,
Yeah,
yeah.
so then I would watch Dr. Slump, and it was just so wacky. It was so crazy. It was like about this little girl robot and how this the trouble that she got into, and there were just fun things, and then then we found out that Dragon Ball was coming out, so then we played that, and then of course we found out that Nintendo had a video game. In the American one was called Dragon Warrior, but it was actually Dragon Quest, and that's one of like the earliest RPGs for the Nintendo system, and all the monsters and pretty much all the characters were actually designed by Toriyama. So like that little slime and everything, it's like that's all him.
So,
So
would you classify him more as a game developer or as a manga artist, or what would
I
you
would definitely say a manga
consider?
artist. Definitely a manga artist. I mean, the stories that he told were like really wacky and very fun, and Toriyama, I think, was the guy who and that was the thing too. Like he always evolved. Like he did like really fun, like comic, silly stuff. But then, as I guess like he later figured out, his editor said, "Oh, from Dragon Ball, I think we need a different market." So it went from like fun and silly, so it went into like more serious because like games like Street Fighter and all these kind of tournament things were coming out. So he grew the characters up, and they were a little bit more anatomically correct. They were older and they were fighting and stuff like that. And so that's why he called it Dragon Ball Z. And the joke is he called it Z because like Z was like final, like it's the end. So he was just hoping that after this is done, he'll be done with it. But
And
yeah,
who
but
would
he
have been
continued.
too?
Yeah, but he totally was always like looking at what the trends were and evolving and everything. And so many of the things that he imagined, it's kind of like the Jetsons. How like we have the video screens and all these like like moving walkways and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Toriyama came up with stuff like, for example, like he had the little scouter, like the little eye piece that could read like people's um, I guess like their energy levels and things like that, and there's little things like that, or like he has like, these little capsules that you throw to the ground and it turned into multiple things that needed to. So he answered a lot of questions too that like a lot of artists needed to tell. He conveyed it in different ways, and I think even Andrew was saying that we're always fascinated at his how the machines that he would develop. Like he would figure out how to make like a motorcycle into like a just a one wheeled vehicle, and it would
Yeah,
just seem believable how it would work.
I mean, it's true. It looked like he had engineered it. So you know
Yeah,
what I mean? It's like
it looked believable. Like you could actually ride this thing. You could build and ride this thing.
yeah,
So it's pretty amazing. And then and again, the cast of characters continued to grow, but yet he kept it funny at times, but he told a really good story, and that's the thing that I was always impressed with, and I think that's why people flock to it as well, because it was such a well made character. It was well designed, and yeah. And again, I guess that was one thing that Eiichi Odo, who did One Piece, said, is that Toriyama was the one who actually, like a lot of people used to think like reading manga was like, for like dumb people and all that. Toriyama was the guy who made it like, it was okay to read manga. You know what I mean? It's kind of like how like how we said like, oh, only geeks and nerds read comic books kind of thing, but now it's like okay for everybody to read comics, kind of like that. So yeah. So he was a major influence on me, just style wise and everything. And so I actually had a character. Ninja Artist, and he was just basically um, a guy in a gi with one of those headbands, and he was just like an artist who would work it late at night. And his name was Akira Kato, and Akira after Akira Toriyama, and Kazuhito Kato, which is the real name of Monkey Punch. He did Lupin the Third, and it was just little, you know, these ninjas would just come out and try to like destroy his comic page, and the ninjas kind of like represented like all the things that gets in your way for like your deadline. And it was just wacky. It was just a 1 or 2 time thing that I did. But yeah, that was like my little tribute to Dragon Ball. Like ninja artist, that I called it. I would have called it samurai artist, but it's like anything samurai seemed like more like a Jim Belushi kind of thing, Samurai something, right?
Samurai optometrist. I remember that one.
Yeah, samurai tailor, or samurai delicatessen, or whatever, or yeah. But yeah, it's amazing because Dragon Ball is more like a hybrid of like he's done so many different smaller series, and I think And Andrew, you have that book, right? Which showed like all his different little
Yeah.
little excerpts, and it's like Dragon Ball seems like it's a culmination of like all these other characters, and it's like it finally got it. He just pulled a little here, pulled a little here, and then he and that's what became Dragon Ball. Yeah.
That's why I love
Hey, Jason.
manga theater, because
Hey, manga theater.
yeah, because it's like you can watch him evolve. It's incredible. It's like you look at him as he goes, and it just starts out. You can see he's got talent, but it's developing. And then it's like all of a sudden you'll see something that looks kind of reminiscent of something that's to come.
Yeah.
And it's like you can totally tell he like filed it away. Like maybe I'll use that later.
Yeah. Because even Goku, he had a character. He did a 2-parter called Dragon Boy, and it looks very much like it. The only difference is like Dragon Boy was like he had little wings and a tail, but in this case, I guess like Dragon Ball was actually based after the Monkey King. Yeah.
Yeah, Heroes of the West.
Yeah. So. But it's amazing how after so many years, how so many, like especially Dragon Ball was so influential, like all over the world.
Yeah, I found a book of Toriyama of his earlier stuff, of the young Goku and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh wow, I wanted to get the book. I found the book somewhere. I forget where I found it. But
and I've got a few of his books.
It was on Oahu. It was on Oahu, but
mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, but I never got it. I never got it though.
Oh,
I misplaced it or something.
Yeah. But so I guess they're working on his latest series, I guess Sandland, and I don't know too much about it, but
it's good.
That's one of the final things that he's worked on. Yeah, because I think they started animating it before, because I remember seeing it.
Did he create?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Did he create Brawly? Because he looked different in his earlier stuff.
Yeah, everything was pretty much designed by him.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like now it's like you're saying. I heard you earlier. I was listening to you guys earlier.
Yeah.
And he looks like more like Street Fighter and stuff.
Yeah. Because I think
fighting style.
Yeah. I think it got to a point too, like doing manga is like it's nuts. I know, like they have to do like something like 13 to 20 something pages a week, and so I know he had like a ton of assistants. So like one guy would like fill in all the blacks, one guy would do like all the backgrounds, one guy would do like the machinery or whatever, but he would like pretty much pencil everything, and yeah. So that's why maybe it looked a little bit different, later on. Because maybe somebody else was inking it or working on it.
Right, because also I liked his earlier machines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't the artist who worked on Yu Yu Hakusho, wasn't he an assistant to Toriyama at some point?
I don't know. Maybe. I'm not sure.
I think he was.
Yeah. But that's another guy we're waiting for him to finish Hunter x Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
And he's married to the artist who does Sailor Moon, Naoko Takeuchi. Yeah.
Goku's got some iconic hair.
He does. Well, actually, the hair back then was it was all spiky. It was 80s. You know what I mean? If you look at all the characters, it's like, oh, that spiky hair. mean, even Inspector Gadget had that kind of hair, you know.
But the
Just a
thing
sign of
with Goku's
Yu-Gi-Oh.
hair, if you look at the spikes, it's like a handshake. You know, you got the spikes heavy, and then the round of the head, and
I
then
guess
spikes
so, yeah.
again going. You know, it's like that. So yeah, they all have spiky hair, but he's got a very particular spiky hair.
Yeah.
Particular set of spiky hair.
I guess that's the thing about like these characters. I mean, you want it to kind of be like distinct that when you just see certain parts of it, like you can just identify them right away.
Yeah, he's definitely got like a design silhouette. You know.
Yeah. But like,
Tell me about Dr. Slump, because I'm not familiar with that.
so Dr. Slump was kind of like a humor comic kind of a thing, and so this kind of like kind of frumpy, you know, scientist, Dr. Slump is supposed Norimake Senbei, you know, Norimake and Senbei. That's like Arade. That's what the character's name is, Arade. It's supposed to be like the world's greatest genius, and so he just, you know, he designs like the world's perfect robot, and so he designs it like, you know, a little girl. And the funny thing about it is, like, you know, he brags about it. It's like, oh, she's perfect and everything, but you come to find out that she can't see. You know what I mean? She needs glasses, so not totally perfect. But the robot, you know, pretty much has a mind of her own, and you know, she does all these different things, and it's just like really like just crazy little adventures that they have in this place called Penguin Village. But this character Arare has like crossed over with Goku several times, or like Goku has wandered into the village, and you know, because it was such a big success that, you know, he decided to cross both series together. So even in the latest series, the Dragon Ball Super, he had it where, yeah, Arare came back, and then, you know, she fights Vegeta and Goku. Just silly.
I saw somebody cosplaying as Arare at
Yeah, yeah,
Qui-Con.
yeah.
John, can you let Aiko in?
Hmm?
Can you let Aiko in?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Hello.
Hey, Aiko.
Hello. Sorry, I'm late. Got back
Oh.
from Gabber walking.
Oh, good.
Gabberwalking. Gabberwocky.
Were you at the con this weekend?
I wasn't. My girlfriend stood in for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I stopped by your table.
Oh, you did? I'm sorry. Yeah, we wanted to go, and because Bloss hasn't been feeling well, we weren't really sure. So we were going to play it by ear and try to get a day pass if it seemed like she might feel up to it. But with the parking situation, like the uncertainty in the morning and the long days, you know, if you want to get a good spot, I just didn't think it would be a good idea for her to chance it.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts.
Yeah.
Well, wait, your girlfriend had one of your dogs, was it?
Yeah, she had Breeze.
Okay.
Yeah, Breeze is the middle one. So it's Blossom, Breeze, and Buttercup. Buttercup is kind of rowdy. She's still a puppy. And Breeze is the middle one, and he's also a con veteran. So he knew exactly what to do. He was super good throughout the whole thing.
That's good.
Yeah, he's the best one to have at a booth.
And I didn't really get a chance to walk around too much at the con. It was so busy.
Yeah.
I only walked around once.
The only time I really got to walk was like bathroom, because I had to go into the back because the one outside wasn't working.
Yeah, they said it was the same for them. They pretty much just left the table to do Stamp Rally stuff or go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
I did stop by to say hi, though, and you weren't there.
I'm sorry.
And
Was anybody there, or had they stepped out?
No, your girlfriend was there.
Oh, okay. Did she remember you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hey, she seemed to. Or she might have just been faking it. I don't know.
That's right.
It's
Michael.
She knows who you are. She knows who you are. I don't know how well she remembers your face.
Yeah, well, I mean, I get the, I just look for the guy with the fat head, and
90% of the con.
That could be, yeah.
Yeah, he was the same.
Yeah, it was a very interesting con.
I seen that post.
Yeah, and that was only like part one kind of thing. There was just so many crazy things that happened. I still got to post on my photos.
I didn't get you in trouble, did I, John? With my
Or
what you saw?
you what? No, why? I mean, actually, a lot of people agreed with that.
Yeah.
No, it was line con. If anything, I would have gotten in trouble for my post, but
Hey, you blacked it out.
yeah. But it's funny because Lena Lee, who does the I can't even think of it. What it's called, the angry Asian girl, little angry Asian girl. She agreed with me. She says like, "Oh yeah, even in the rain, you dress like that." It's like, oh okay, cool.
Oh, with the skimpy clothes?
Yeah,
Oh,
John, don't body shame the cosplayers, all right?
I'm not body shaming. What are you talking about? I'm just talking about how seriously they're wearing like nothing.
I don't
It's
have
not
the
even like,
standard for it anymore.
and it's not even cosplay. It's just like, it's almost like Halloween. They just throw on like, I'm just gonna throw on like a bikini and put a
Hey,
Deadpool
don't knock
mask
it till you
on.
try it, John.
What's that? Walking around in a
Don't-
bikini?
Yeah,
Okay.
don't knock it till you try it.
I saw the dude. I saw the dude walking around in a Speedo.
Oh, that was the old what's that, Old Spice guy.
Yeah, but he wasn't being the Old Spice guy.
Yeah, no. Gwen
He just
said
had
was
some.
like
He had the silly hat on and then a Speedo. That was it.
oh, I think he was supposed to be a Pokemon thing because there was Pokemon on him too.
Was that what it was?
Yeah.
So that's really stretching the bounds of cosplay.
That's what I'm saying. So that I mean, there was a lot of that. That's why I was like, I saw at least about 4 of them like that. Like, Which is funny because several years ago, guys couldn't be shirtless, but now it's like I saw tons of people like, in outfits like that, like Ace, from One Piece and all that. So I guess they
I wouldn't.
redacted that rule.
Is it new management or did some of the officers just change hands?
For Kawi-Con or
Yeah.
the convention center?
For the event, for Kawaii-Con, Comic-Con.
Well,
Yeah,
they
some
have- they have
people-
some newish people, newish.
New-ish. But
You
for
know,
the most part,
this is
it's
the
same
second
people.
con for a lot of them.
Oh, okay. Maybe they changed the rules a bit.
Like, this was Matt's first one, right? But
Matt's second.
oh, is it second?
Yeah.
But Sydney was there too, so
Cindy?
yeah.
Cynthia, Cindy.
She wasn't supposed to be there, but I guess her husband's out on deployment, so she wanted to get out of the house.
Oh, so she came all the way over here. That's fine. No, it was a good con. It was fun. It was they did a good job.
Yeah.
I worked Drew hard.
Did you?
I had a good time.
Drew was at,
Yeah.
Drew was at my
He
table.
was walking. He was
made Drew
walking
work.
funny afterwards.
Yep.
My feet were sore, but other than that, I was fine.
Did you manage to get to the lounge and listen? To
I
the
did.
City
I
Pop?
went to the City Pop Lounge.
There you go.
Unfortunately, I dozed off in there.
Oh,
I'm not that much of a slave driver, John.
I know you're not.
I didn't intend to stick around in there so long. I think I was gone for almost 2 hours.
Oh,
Because I dozed off in the City Pop Lounge, and I was like, "Oh, nuts!" And I was like, "Had to hurry and get back."
well, you had Rich over there too, and I know Jay was there, and
Yeah,
a few other people were there.
well, Michael was fine, but,
Yeah, Mike was fine.
but I didn't intend to abandon.
Yeah,
It's so long.
the people seem good this year. I mean, the table seemed always pretty full. It looks like they were actually drawing and not just hanging out at the table.
No, it was good.
Yeah. And then Mike did well at the auction.
I did okay.
Oh yeah. What did you
I
sell?
wouldn't say I did well. I did okay.
He did well. You turned in
Well,
a lot of
they sold.
pieces.
Mike was
You
being
turned in a lot of
modest.
pieces.
What I did well was because I put in like 7 pieces for charity.
Yeah. See, that was nice of you. I didn't realize what the charity was, but it made sense. It was for the
Charity was
model
Maui
welfare.
Strong this year.
Yeah. See, now I wish I turned in more. You know.
Well, I didn't know the charity until they announced it at the auction.
Yeah. But that's good. I mean, everybody said the auction was pretty good. Like people were pretty active, and there was a couple of bid wars. Those 2 pieces that went for like 1,000, 2,000.
Wow.
One went for 2 and one went for 14.
Yeah, it was like a wood.
14,000?
Yeah, it was like a wood burn piece.
Whoa, whose was it?
It's a piece from they're called Oak and Fire, I think, and that's what
wow.
they do. They do like wood etching and then they color it in.
Wow.
But the images are kind of like they're anime characters. It looks really nice. The other one
I thought that carved book would go for more.
Yeah, the carved book. So there was a book and it was
sculpture?
like a carving in it. Yeah, so it looked like a sculpture, like a 3D thing. That was impressive. She had a whole booth. I saw that.
That went for like 400, I think.
Yeah. I think she sells them for like 100, 200 at the table.
Yeah,
But yeah.
So that's meticulous, time-consuming stuff, you know.
Yeah. But yeah, I did see a lot of like Dragon Ball stuff, and of course they had a lot of the American voice actors come down for Dragon Ball, so I think that was kind of nice.
Aiko, did you grow up watching this stuff?
Not really. My cousin watched a lot of Dragon Ball. John, if you remember, Candace, her brother, would watch it a lot. So I kind of knew about it. Like, I know the names of the characters and whatnot, but I don't really know the story, and I don't know them well enough to feel like I relate enough to draw something.
That's never stopped me.
Yeah,
I know.
But you know Dragon Quest though.
Yeah,
I love Dragon Quest. Yeah, and I didn't know that he was responsible, which is funny because when I think about it, it's the exact same style as Dragon Ball.
Yeah, or like the video game Chrono Trigger. Chrono Trigger, he designed all the graphics for. Yeah, I mean that screams Toriyama, right? I mean, they look like all the Dragon Ball characters. You know?
Chrono Trigger, I never got a chance to really play. I played like the first couple scenes.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why I never got very far. Yeah, I always meant
that was a very interesting concept because there were like 13 different endings depending what you did.
Oh wow.
And then some people like they replayed it so they could unlock all the endings.
Oh yeah, lots of replay value.
Yeah. And then that was the thing too, because I think it first came out on the Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
And later on, when it was from the PlayStation, they actually put like animated footage. So they actually like yeah. So you can probably see those on on YouTube. It's really well done.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's on the Switch somehow. Like I can't remember if they reviewed it or if it's just available on their SNES emulator that they have the subscription. Yeah. But
it's a good game. It's a really good game.
Yeah, I've been meaning to play it. And I think because I got that game when I was in Japan, and the rating level was a little bit advanced for me in Japanese at the time. So
yeah, there's a lot of reading.
Yeah. But Dragon Quest was a little easier, and Itadaki Street, the Final Fantasy Dragon Quest Monopoly mashup that I loved. Most obscure, nerdiest game ever. I don't know if you guys ever heard of it, Itadaki Street.
No.
Yeah, that one, as long as you know words about like property trading and investing, you can follow along.
Well then.
But yeah, it has all the characters from, or it has the main characters from different Dragon Quest games and different Final Fantasy games.
Oh, cool. Oh.
And I like that, you know, he invented that sort of slime.
Yeah.
I mean, he
The one that
invented that. You know, he invented that cool kind of slime character, and then he invented
Little
the
Hershey
poop
Kiss.
emoji. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
He did? Wait a minute. He invented the poop emoji.
he did.
Because Arade used to like kind of poke it around with a stick, kind of thing. Yeah, and used to
Oh.
chase people with the poop.
I could have done something. I could do something with that too. Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Well, he didn't design it to be an emoji, so they just adapted it, right?
yeah,
Right, but I mean-
just became iconic. Yeah,
But that the symbology that everybody across the universe acknowledges as a poo,
yeah.
or the happy poo.
that
That
little
you know,
that little
It was based on
pile
slime.
with the little smiley face too on it. And I'm not too sure if he's the one who actually first came up with that, but so what used to happen was Arade used to like, you know, she's a robot and she's super strong, but like you know she's like an innocent kid. Every time she would always chase like the policeman, you know, the police car, and she would hit it and it would like fly into the distance, and then you see, you know how it is, the typical flies into the scene and then you see the little sparkle. I don't know if he's the one who first started doing that, but I mean, it seems like every anime kind of tends to do that now. Like Team Rocket, you know, when they
Oh,
get
yeah,
sent into the
flashing up
distance,
again.
and then the little you know sparkle and the yeah. So
Well, somebody has to come up with those visual tropes. So
I think
he
so.
could very well have been the guy.
Yeah.
Was Chrono Trigger a manga before the game, or
No, it was just purely a game. And I think from there, then they came up with like sequels like Chrono Cross and all these other sequels. I think Chrono Cross is part of the series. I'm not sure.
There was one more. Yeah, what was the
But that one didn't have the same characters either, so I'm not sure, like, if it was tied in or not. And then, I guess when they animated or when they worked on the Dragon Quest manga, there were two different series that they did. One looked more like, you know, Toriyama's characters, and there was another one called like Dai's Quest, and I think that's going on right now. I think on like Netflix they're showing them.
Yeah.
So they look different. Yeah, but I don't think Toriyama had any part in that.
I don't know.
Aside from, like, well,
That
the
version
monsters
of
look-
Dai,
Yeah.
that version of Dai looks up very much like a Toriyama character, and it has like the golden slime and a lot of other stuff. All these weird whimsical monsters that
Yeah.
I don't know. It definitely has his feel on it.
Right. But I guess the other one, like, you know, there's no two ways about it. It's like, yeah, that's Toriyama. You know, everyone looks like Goku and all the other characters. You know. Like, you know, the warrior looks like Lunch, the one that she sneezes and she turns into the kick-ass blonde, or the nice brunette, kind of like a werewolf. When she sneezes, she changes by sneezing.
let me mute myself for a second. Go get something to drink.
Okay.
Just don't talk bad about Michael's segment.
Yeah. But
Michael Cannon.
is that the segment? The 1 minute. Talk about Michael.
God,
Yeah, no,
he's a
he was-
slave driver.
Yeah, no, he was there before we got into the hall. But yeah, I guess his whole family was there at the con. And I guess Hasman did well selling. She was like 2 tables over.
Good.
I couldn't see her because Reed was in the way. Now Reed did good.
What
too.
are you saying?
Huh?
That call
What
back.
are you saying?
No, I'm saying I couldn't see her because Reed was in the way. Reed was next to me, so I couldn't see past.
Everybody getting sick.
Probably because the weather's all.
I'm surprised I didn't catch the con crud.
Because you're healthy. Because you wore a mask.
I didn't wear a mask. I should have.
Oh, okay. But you didn't get it, so you're okay. You're good.
Usually, anytime somebody tried to talk to me, I ran away screaming.
Oh, okay.
I'm
But
kidding.
You do that on a normal basis. You do that on a normal basis.
Yes, it's
Hey, dude.
true. That is so me.
Yeah. It's like dancing like a madman. How would you dance like a madman? No, got nobody talking in the room. No love.
I recently got the Sandland manga, and I'm enjoying it.
Oh, nice, good. What is the premise of it? I don't even know what it's about. I just know it's a.
It's sort of like a post-apocalyptic future.
Okay.
And there's like water is the world's most precious resource, and there's hardly any of it left.
And Kevin Costner's got gills? No.
I was gonna
It's
say it's the
Waterworld.
opposite of Waterworld. It's like
Yeah,
ice
it's,
pirates.
it's Sandland, and anyway, it's like a desert. There's a few human settlements, but the most of the desert belongs to the demons.
There you go.
And
That explains that pink guy.
this human sheriff forms an alliance with a demon who happens to be the son of Lucifer.
Of course.
And the idea is to find this lost cache of water. And it's full of Toriyama's signature machines and all the architecture and just great crazy looking characters. I love it.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Jason, what can you tell me about Toriyama?
The only thing I know about Toriyama is what I've seen of his early stuff. That's all I could say. All I'm doing right now is checking it out on Pinterest. So I don't really know a lot about Toriyama until last week when you guys were saying, it's Dragon Ball and all that. I've seen Dragon Ball. I've seen Dragon Quest. I've seen Chrono Trigger, whatever that was.
Yeah, Chrono Trigger. Yeah.
I've seen all of that, but I didn't know that came from Toriyama.
Yeah, well, stem from one guy.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I mean,
So I'm familiar with what it is, but I didn't have a connection. And the time when you guys was talking about the NGN, the NGN channel,
Yeah.
the only thing I would watch on that was the sumo wrestling.
Oh yeah, sumo wrestling. They had the
Spider-Man.
Red White Festival. Huh?
Spider-Man.
They had Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, right? Spider.
You don't remember they had these? That's why I would want to watch it because they would always have the commercial for it, and it was like, oh man.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Really?
I didn't know that.
Man. Oh man.
But I think because that was like during the free week, right? Then you see the commercial. I was like, oh,
Right.
Yeah.
Because I remember then later on they would show Dragon Ball, and then they would show it on like Saturday and they would repeat it on Sunday or something like that. So I remember recording all those. So you had to flip from was it I forgot what channel that was, but with Crayon Shinchan, and then you had to go to Dragon Ball.
Kiku.
Yeah, Kiku.
Kiku Terebi.
We can
That's
check.
like a
What
Channel
is
5
drawing
point.
tonight? John, what are you drawing?
I'm drawing Goku. Because
Yeah. Aiko, what about you?
Kid Goku.
I am drawing. Yeah, I don't know his name in English, but the Dragon Lord from Dragon Quest, like the main bad guy.
Okay.
Oh, very nice.
Okay.
Anybody know?
No.
I forget.
Ah.
I still have my Game Boy copy, my Game Boy Color copy.
Yeah, I did too. And it's actually funny because if you ever played Dragon Quest now, you're like, wow, it's really short. Like I finished it so fast.
Wow.
And it's like when you get to like level 15 or something with the character, it's like, wow, this takes forever to level up now. But that's all you need, That's as far as you needed to go.
Murphy, what are you drawing?
I guess a fight scene between Goku and Vegeta.
There you go. I thought it was funny
Jason?
how he did the whole Kamehameha thing.
I'm doing Kid Goku on a cloud.
Kid Goku.
Yeah.
Kid Goku.
That was the big thing too. I know that was something that they really threw in the air because Goku was a kid, and Masako Nozawa did the voice. A lot of times they have women voice, kids like boys and stuff like that.
Yep.
But then later on, he aged, so they were debating are we still going to use her or are we going to use somebody else because his voice should be lower. But yeah, she continued to be him all through. So a lot of the English people get a little bit confused because even as now Goku has kind of like a woman's voice still yet. And they're used to the English, having a guy being the voice.
Well, we Americans are just confused in general.
Yeah. No, but it's kind of like whatever you remember, whatever you see first, that's the thing that you're gonna like, Like a lot of people saw Cowboy Bebop in English, so they like the American voices, So
Unless they're the snobs.
Dragon Ball. You haven't seen Dragon Ball until you've seen it in its native Klingon.
There you go. Kapla!
Droopy, what are you drawing?
I'm drawing Beelzebub from Sandland.
There you go.
Beelzebub. Miss anybody? John, what are you drawing?
I think Goku.
Goku. Scott, how about you? What are you drawing?
Goku.
I should do out of there after this. It's funny because I guess because of the I guess whatever he wrote on the shirts, the names are supposed to be like Arare, but he put an L.
Yeah,
so it looks like a rail, Arale.
I thought it was. I thought it was Arale.
It's supposed to be Arare because that's why it's Norimaki, and that's why for Bulma, everyone says Bulma, Bulbma. She's supposed to be Buruma.
They can hear you. The mic's on.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's supposed to be Buruma, like bloomers, but people didn't quite get that, you know.
Someone's saying awesome. Guess I'll have to go to Facebook and find out who's saying awesome.
I bet you it's Napua.
We need to get Sonny in here. Sonny Pascal is like a huge Dragon Ball Z.
He is. Well, he's busy too right now.
That's what Sonny's saying. Awesome. Sonny, get in here. Tell us your Dragon Ball Z meet cute.
Tell us about your Dragon Balls.
If I send you the link, Sonny, would you come in? You can come in mic only. You don't have to be on camera.
Well, you know how it is. The older you get, the more they drag.
No.
I thought it was just because of the heat.
Oh, weird.
We're almost time for first looks. You guys doing okay?
Yeah. I guess it's just so.
Yeah.
Oh, something did blow up here. Oops. Wait, sorry guys. Something happened here. I gotta clean it up. Hold on. I'm gonna mute myself.
Uh-oh.
Spaghetti-O.
I think it's explosion.
SpaghettiOs.
Kamen Rider O's.
You said O's.
Did Kamen Rider promote SpaghettiOs?
No, there's a Kamen Rider called Kamen Rider Os. The O's. They call it Os. And I'm pretty sure it was somebody messing around with it, but they made a can of SpaghettiOs with him and his logo on it.
That's pretty cool.
Is that something you can get on JNN or JN Productions?
No, that was Heisei Rider stuff. So that's like way after Jen wants to get to show us stuff. Yeah.
All right. Let's do the first looks. We'll catch up with John. Murphy, I'm going to come over your shoulder first. Is that okay?
Oh, let's see.
Hey, Goku's butt.
Yeah, I guess the camera's kind of a little off.
Yeah. Hey, you can't see who he's fighting. It just looks like we're looking at watching a Goku twerk. You could do that. Just fold it in half. Goku twerking. Decided all. One last clash. All right, looks good. Good, thank you, Murphy. Jason, come over your shoulder next.
Sorry, I can't hear you. Got the AC going.
I'm going to come over your shoulder next, Jason.
Okay.
I'm coming over Jason's shoulder. That's what I was saying, Murphy.
There you go.
So there's Goku on his Nimbus cloud, right?
Nice.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Derby, coming over your shoulder.
I might work on this too.
I liked it. It's strange because it makes me think of the Little Prince.
Oh yeah.
Hey, well, it kind of is. Just imagine the little prince as a devil, and that's Beelzebub.
Beelzebub.
Looking good. Aiko.
Hope you can see my pencil outline. And
I
then,
guess it's just right.
well, I wanted to show you the reference I was using for the character. See.
I can see the face. Is that a necklace underneath it?
Yeah, so that's like the medallion. Let's see if I can find the picture I took earlier. You know how when you exit out
You said this is the evil dragon lord thing, right?
Yeah, he's this guy.
Oh, that's a big floofy collar. That's perfect for your dog.
Exactly. Perfect for somebody like Boo. She's heavy. She can withstand a lot of bling.
Right. All right. Thank you, Aiko. We'll catch up with John. Scott, you ready? where Scott's at. Alrighty. He looks mad.
He's mad. He's gonna fight somebody. He's gonna beat up somebody.
All right. Thank you, Scott. We'll catch up with John when he gets back. Here's mine so far. This is Toriyama and Goku, and I'll probably throw some other characters around there.
Nice.
Just sticking to black and white tonight, because I'm kind of dragging ass myself. Okay. So that's where everybody's at.
Michael?
Say again?
Sound like you need a drink, Michael.
No, that would just put me out completely.
Oh.
Trying to get rid of me? I'm already dragging. The drink wouldn't help.
Yeah, I had to fight traffic too with this Mary Monarch going on.
Oh, yeah.
Mary Monarch and Rain, so it's a mix.
What are you doing with Mary Monarch?
Me? I ain't doing nothing.
Yeah.
Staying away.
Oh, you mean just because like traffic and tourists and stuff?
Yeah. A lot of people are here. It's so funny. There's so many people in the mall, but nobody's at Mike's shop at Enjoy Comics. Thing. But I guess during the day he gets a lot of traffic.
I think Sonny's saying amazing work, everyone. Love it.
That's good.
John, we missed you, so you
Sorry.
want to show where you're at?
Yeah. So here's we just did a Goku with a shave ice with the 4-star ball, which is he calls his grandpa because his grandpa left that behind. That's it.
Goody.
Wait, he calls the ice cream his grandpa?
Well, he calls it's the ball. There's 7 Dragon Balls. When you get all 7, then you can make a wish and it summons the dragon. As a kid, he got like number 4. That's how the whole adventure begins. Is because this girl uses the dragon radar and tracks it down. But he calls it his grandfather because it starts glowing once in a while, and it's like the only memento that his grandfather left behind. So he prays to it and everything, and yeah, then. It seems like every time in the series, he always manages to get the number 4 ball. So it's, like I said, just a memento to his grandfather.
Goku calls the 4-star Dragon Ball his grandpa.
Yeah.
See, Sonny, if you were in the stream with us, you wouldn't have had to have typed that. You could have just said it.
Yeah. And it's funny because, like, in the beginning, like his tail was his weakness. So if anyone pulled on his tail, he would like lose all strength because he powered up everything else but his tail. So, but then later on, it's like the thing with Goku is like every time he sees a full moon, he turns into like a huge like a giant ape like King Kong. And
I know.
And
that
actually-
one. I remember that one.
yeah, and that was the thing. That's how he killed his grandfather in his sleep. He didn't realize that, but he crushed his grandfather. And that's what
Wait, he
killed him.
killed his grandfather?
Yeah. So later on, like
That's messed up.
yeah. So later on, it's like he has this thing where he's fighting like these ghosts and everything, and the grandfather appears, and that was kind of revealed. It's like, yeah, don't tell him that. Yeah, he's the one who actually stepped on his grandfather. So. Yeah, it got pretty dark at times. But that was the thing, is that like when he fights the grandfather, he goes straight for the tail, and of course, that's his weakness. But then he flies him around, and then he rips his tail off by mistake, and now he doesn't have like a Achilles heel, so he kicks ass. And but the thing is that the tail grows back, and same thing. It's like every time he sees the full moon, he turns into this huge thing. So later on, he works with, I guess their version of God, Kami Sennin, and because they ask like, "Oh, what happened to your tail?" And he says, "Oh yeah, God said he wanted to put the moon back, so yeah, so he took off my tail so he could bring the moon back, so people could enjoy the moon."
Okay, I don't understand that, but okay.
Yeah.
Goku accidentally killed his grandpa when the full moon came, and he turned into the Uzaru. Did I say that right? Giant Godzilla.
Yeah.
And Nobu says Oroha.
Roha.
Oroha Oi.
So supposedly all Saiyajins, when they see the full moon, they turn into like this huge ape, and that's supposed to be like their ultimate form. I get. This was before the whole Saiyajin thing, and this is how they supposedly, I guess, like conquered planets, because his race is supposed to be like they're supposed to take over planets. But when Goku came, he hit his head, so he didn't have any memory of who he was supposed to be. So that's why the grandfather who raised him, raised him to be a good kid. So that's why he ended up being a good kid. So later on, when he meets Vegeta, who is the prince of that planet, he's kind of like, "Well, I can't believe you forgot everything," and then they become like nemesis.
Vegeta's the one that like Michael B. Jordan likes to dress up as, right?
Right, the one in the blue.
So if they ever do a good live action Dragon Ball, maybe they'll get Michael B. Jordan to get involved.
Yeah, they're. I don't know. I don't know if they're ever going to try to do another one again. That other live action one, that Evolution, was an abomination.
Yeah, I've
How
heard.
did it get super?
That is true.
I
I
actually saw that movie.
Yeah.
It wasn't good, but I didn't have any frame of reference, so I didn't get all
Yeah.
livid about it because I wasn't a huge Dragon Ball guy. But yeah, I've heard nothing but complaints from fans. Seems like that movie and the live action Avatar movie just roasted by the fans.
It's funny though, because like in the series of Dr. Slump, he would do parodies. Like he did a parody of like Mr. Spock, or he did like Aliens, and definitely Superman. Superman is like he made him like really dumpy, and he when he turns into Superman, he sucks on like a ume, the umeboshi. And he's actually Supai Man. Supai Man is sour. Supai is sour. So yeah, and he's like totally inept. So I don't know if that was supposed to be like his knock at like Western comics, or definitely a parody.
Well, Sonny's saying he really thought the live action was great and he loved it. Oh wait, he said the live action was horrible.
Yeah, it was horrible. It's like, how dare you? How dare you?
Did anyone, not to veer too far off topic, but did anyone see the live action Speed Racer movie?
Yes.
I liked it.
No.
Me too.
The Wachowskis did a pretty good job on it, I thought.
I thought it was cool. You didn't like it, Scott?
It was okay. I didn't hate it.
Not like a Snyder movie.
Yeah.
Oh, we had to go there.
Zack Snyder is like Spider-Man. Nobody likes him.
The problem is people do like him.
I didn't hate Rebel Moon.
Isn't the second one coming out?
Yeah, later.
Yeah. Everybody, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like this hesitance.
I like the visuals.
Why?
It is. It's full of lots of eye candy.
And you get to see
That's all.
you get to see the birth of a starship.
What?
There's a starship that comes through this portal that is suspiciously vaginal.
Is it like the popcorn bucket, the Dune popcorn bucket? Oh, what was that? What was that from Star Trek? The Doomsday device? You know, that weird worm thing.
Oh yeah.
Da 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 da. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Weird theme.
It's a giant space stone penis.
Jesus.
Yeah. Hey, why is it only on me? Put it on everybody. How do you put it on everybody?
Hi, John.
Yeah.
Hi, John.
There, exit. There you go. It's been on me for a while, so that's why we have no viewers. Yeah. But it's funny because, like, when Goku turned into that, when he turns blonde, they call that the Saiyan mode, Super Saiyan. Yeah, when that
really?
happened, like
what that
everybody just got like they went crazy, like everybody was waiting for that moment on TV. And so, like, I guess the equivalence now is like on One Piece. Like Luffy has this Gear 5 thing where, he powered up to the next level. And Gear 5 is like when he turns like the white hair, and he's kind of like a cartoon character. It's like really like, but that's another thing too. It's like it just kind of shut down TV. Like everybody had to go home and watch it to see this moment. And I was just showing it to Murphy too. Gear 5 is kind of like, it's almost like Tom and Jerry. It's like it just gets really cartoony.
Mm-mm.
It's like eyes popping out and getting big, and little stars and stuff like that. It's crazy.
I think we may have been rated over on Twitch. Nemo X Serious and Captain Hardluck. I don't know.
Yay!
How do you over on Twitch, guys?
How's it going? Because it's Toriyama.
Hey, Sonny, are you still watching? Tell us what got you into for being such a huge Goku fan. Because, like, Scott likes Batman. Sonny likes Goku.
Yeah, well, he likes Dragon Ball.
Who spread that rumor about me? Because it's true.
Anyone with a Gotham license plate on their car,
That's true.
Does anybody remember seeing that video of the woman who goes through the McDonald's drive-thru and wants nuggets, but they're still serving breakfast, so they don't have chicken nuggets yet?
No.
Doesn't sound
Okay.
familiar.
Nope.
Did she
Well,
call
anyway,
911?
she's like freaking out, and she's like, "I want my nuggets," and she's like, "Ma'am, we don't serve nuggets yet." And she was like, and then she just out of nowhere, she just goes, "You're giving me my nuggets, or I'll go Super Saiyan on your ass." And she's like, and when they still won't do it, she's like trying to like stick her arms through the window, and they're trying to push her out. She just goes, "You just wait till I assume my final form." And it was,
Yeah.
What the hell?
Final
great.
form. Yeah, that's from Dragon Ball 2. Like Frieza It's really funny because like Toriyama used to always name his characters after really weird stuff. So like the green alien's name is Piccolo after
a
like
pickle.
literally like a piccolo because like when it first
Cool.
appeared there was 3 demons and one was actually named Symbol and the other one was Tambourine. So Piccolo was the only survivor. Yeah. So everybody has like weird names. But that's why it's like, oh, getting back to Buruma. So she's supposed to be named after Bloomer. That's why their son's name was Trunks.
Frog.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten that far in the manga yet, so I didn't realize that.
He's
That
a purple-haired
Trunks-
guy. You always see him.
Yeah, I see him, but I didn't know that he was almost offspring.
Yeah.
Do you know who the dad is?
No.
No. Okay. Spoilers then.
Yeah,
Later.
it's kind of an odd spoiler. Actually, even on did it on Gumball, Adventures of Gumball? Wasn't there
Yes.
one where he's like just screaming his head off and it's like, are you still trying to turn into a Super Saiyan?
Probably.
Yeah.
Here's Sonny. Came home
Okay.
from work one day and managed to catch the first episode of Dragon Ball. I heard his character shot Kamehameha.
Yeah.
So initially I thought it was an Hawaiian local anime. I was addicted from
Yeah.
that moment.
It's funny because so the Turtle Elder is called Kame Sennin, like turtle. Kame is turtle.
Oh.
So that's why when he does that he shows that move, he does Kame, Hame, and then Ha is the thing. But if you think about it, it's Kamehameha. So so it's kind of funny. So that's why several people have done parodies of that. Like Spactana has that. He did a great shirt of that when Goku is shooting like a little, Kamehameha the first out of his hands, kind of thing.
It is funny.
But that's the kind of things that Toriyama would do, Yeah.
Oh, so it's like this then.
Yeah, that's Spactana's work. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
I've
Shun's
got
work.
I've got all you guys on my sketchbook. That's why.
Oh, nice.
Like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you got
I
7
got you.
sketches. Yeah. Damn.
Yeah. See, and then that.
Oh, you got
Dragon Ball.
Reeds. Yeah, Reeds Inosuke. Nice.
Yeah.
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 Very nice. You got Nobu
And then,
stuff over there.
That's a
Very cool. Thank you.
yeah. Well, that's when I saw you at the school, Kaimuki, I think it was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cat is confused. She smells too many smells.
Drew, I'm looking up that Super Saiyan nugget thing and the girl got arrested.
Good.
No, I thought I read too. Like somebody dialed 911 because they didn't have nuggets, and then he got in trouble for that.
People crazy.
Yeah. They do all kind of stupid stuff in the drive-thru. I remember some girl went through the drive-thru with that Optimus Prime mask, and it kind of filters your voice, and I was like, I am Optimus Prime. We tried ordering through there.
Here's the nugget rampage. You ready?
Go ahead.
Wow.
Yikes.
Wow.
There must have been some good nuggets.
Yeah, it must be.
Oh,
Somebody gonna lose a finger. Somebody gonna lose a finger.
She's gonna lose a finger.
No, she's got that
Better.
Super Saiyan strength.
that's right.
Oh. Oh, lean into that glass.
Where is this? You think is this a McDonald's?
That's what she got arrested for right there. Property damage.
Oh yeah, somebody remembered that I did a drawing of Goku standing in front of the King Kamehameha street sign. Yeah, I did that a long time ago. Yeah.
I think, or just did Jackson say that? The clip is 10 years old, Drew.
Wow.
Okay,
Yeah.
still a classic. It's just like was that Afro Ninja? Classic.
It's the internet classics like Charlie Bit My Finger.
It's like when she yells, "Do you know who I am?" I'm like, no.
I'm playing that card. Huh? Do you know who I am? She's a Saiyan. Actually, that took me a while to get used to too, because in Japanese they say Saiyajin, and then I guess the American one they say Saiyan.
We're just saying. We're just saying, John.
Just saying. Actually, that's the joke I'm working on right now. I'm just saying.
I'm the Super Saiyan.
Yeah. I never know if I should put nipples on him or not, kind of thing. Like in the 80s and 90s, they never put nipples on the character.
Do it.
I don't know. I make it censored.
If Batman can have nipples,
That's this is true. George Clooney.
You know what?
God.
If you're afraid, just have him breastfeeding, because then it's okay.
Oh, okay. That makes it okay. Yes.
You got wet.
Oh my! I remember that when everybody started putting the little things on their artwork, the little pasties. Oh my!
Oh my!
Oh my!
you're pretty good, George Takei.
I think it helps if you're Japanese.
Does it?
Yeah, all the people who can do the best George Takei are Japanese.
Is Arade's hat supposed to be evocative of Mercury or something with these wings on her hat?
No, it's just fun. It's just iconic. It's just when you see it, you're like, oh yeah, okay. I guess what I liked about Dr. Slump too, everything was just so squat and round and condensed, 'cause it was just fun looking. It was like a kind of a chibi style.
Well, I mean, there's some people who say credit Toriyama with inventing the chibi style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah.
But yeah, on Cartoons Kayfabe, when they did their Toriyama tribute, they were talking about how at the time in manga you had stuff either I think the biggest manga that were out, when he did Dragon Ball was City Hunter and Fist of the North Star.
Yeah. City Hunter,
I remember
like
that.
City Hunter buried Lupin in popularity.
And it's like, you know, I don't think you could be any further away from it stylistically,
Yeah,
you know. But something about it resonated, you know.
yeah.
It's like adventure stories, you know, didn't have like that cartoony kind of style to it.
It's weird though because like a lot of times that was a big thing I guess in the 80s, like where you had these serious characters and they look serious, but then they would have like those real cartoony takes, in one scene and then flip back and you wouldn't
Or
think twice about it. You're just like, okay, just like a little take.
they would always have also like there'd be one character, you know, like there's like one kind of silly character.
Oh yeah,
Like in Yamato, there was always like the doctor was kind of done really cartoony,
yeah,
or like even like Voltron would have like a couple of like goofier looking ones.
yeah. Or if not, they had the little sidekicks like the mice.
Yeah,
Something for everybody. I had a couple commissions I had to do for the Kawaii-Con, and then one was I guess Gohan in his beast mode. I'd say I don't even know what that is. Like it must be from the newer series, but he had like silver hair, and the other one was like a fusion thing. Like that's the fun thing about it is like they do this thing now with like the two characters and they fuse together by doing this little dance and touching at the fingers, and then turn into like a hybrid character.
So, Wonder Twins.
Yeah. Shape of watermelon. So yeah, I had to do a fusion of Piccolo and Vegeta because I guess the voice actor who did both were there, and the English voice actor who does Gohan, he's also the announcer. So like next time on Dragon Ball Z. So Kyle Aber, I met him a couple times. Nice guy. Actually, Andrew and I went to see Andrew. Yeah, we went to see the last Dragon Ball movie, and like I was nervous that like I don't know if Andrew's gonna know what the heck's going on in this thing.
I didn't, but I liked it.
Yeah.
Thought it was cool.
Mm-hmm. It's like, wait, the green guy's turning orange now. It's like, okay.
There were a lot of characters, and I didn't really know who any of them were, but I liked them.
It was just visual overload.
I thought it looked cool.
Fighting. Yeah. See, I think you're a good sport like that. Like even like when we watch Fairy Tail, like you didn't even know half of the newer characters, but you just sat through it anyway, enjoyed it.
Well, I liked it. It was good.
Yeah. So I'm not too sure what's gonna happen because the I guess the manga of Super Dragon Ball, Super Dragon Ball, I guess it's kind of in hiatus right now because I guess I don't know if there's notes or anything.
There's too much money to be made unless he has something explicitly in a will.
Yeah,
they're gonna milk it.
Well, they tried to do that with Dragon Ball GT, and that was a nightmare because they thought they could do it without him, so they came up with this side series called Dragon Ball GT, and yeah, I don't know. Some people liked it, but yeah, I for the most part, I felt like it didn't work.
I mean, they thought they could make a live action movie too. That didn't work apparently.
It's true.
Although Sonny said he really liked it.
The live action movie? I thought you said he didn't like it.
He didn't.
Oh.
Just stirring the pot, John. Just stirring the pot.
I wonder what they think of us and like what we do, you know, like
What do you mean?
with the anime, like, you know, like what did Japan think of our ridiculous Dragon Ball, or what we did to like Ghost in the Shell, or you know?
Oh
and,
yeah, no, it's yeah.
and
Well,
truthfully, I enjoyed
Wasn't
Battle
the creator of
Angel
Ghost in the Shell
Alita.
involved in the movie?
what?
Wasn't the creator of Ghost in the Shell involved in the movie?
No, I don't think they asked him. Like, actually, but then again, I guess like Battle Angel Alita,
I liked
the
it.
creator, yeah, the creator didn't know anything about it, but he really enjoyed it. He actually saw it 5 times in a row because he thought it, you know, they did a good job. So he liked that.
I'm
They
still
did
hoping
good.
they're gonna make more. I doubt it. But
Yeah.
The guy's
And-
passed away, right? What's his name? Professor guy passed away.
Oh, did he?
I think he did. The actor that played that professor guy.
What characters did I drop from Chrono Trigger?
Well, there's Chrono. There's Marl, who's like the wizard. There's a frog warrior. There's
Chrono's
a robot,
the main one
Robo.
with the red hair.
Yeah, Chrono's the one with the red hair that looks like Goku.
Yeah, it's just like it's kind of didn't want to draw him because he looks too much like Goku.
How about the robot? Do Robo.
Okay, Robo. Is
Kind
that
of
the
a
name
funny
Bobo
of the
wants a
radio?
cookie.
Domo Arigato.
John's being robosexual.
Yeah.
GT was another failure, which was the reason Akira came back and brought TBS
Yeah.
back to prominence again.
Yeah.
What's Dragon Ball? What's the S? Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball G. Was it GT or GS? I don't remember. But anyway, it's like I said, that's the one that they tried to do without him.
GT.
And so they tried to they tried to make their own stories, and it just like went. I mean, they were really lame stories, and it got to the point where like they tried to go back to the regular formula, and I don't know, it just got weird.
Is that the one where Goku got resurrected as a little kid again?
Yeah, yeah. So there's 3 bad guys, like Lord Pilaf, and then his two assistants is Shu and Mai. So one is
Lord
like a little.
Pilaf.
Yeah, he's a little. He's a
Dragon
little
Ball Super. That's what the S is. Okay. You know, I'm just saying. You were saying they named him after weird things. Was that named after like rice pilaf?
Yeah, rice pilaf, and that's why the two assistants was Shu and Mai, like Shu Mai.
I love
So-
too much.
Anyway, they're really old, and it supposedly took place like after Dragon Ball Z ended, and they managed to finally get all 7 Dragon Balls, but they see how powerful Goku is, and foolishly, I guess Pilaf says, I really wish he was younger, because then at least we had a chance, and then Goku gets turned into a kid. So now they're trying to find now it's like Goku's granddaughter and Trunks, who's a little bit older. They're on this quest to find like these 7 Dragon Balls to turn them back, and that was pretty much the crux of the the story of GS. So it's like
BS. Sounds like BS.
yeah.
Sound like Zack
It's
Snyder.
And then they tried I forgot which Saya mode it was, but then Goku turned into like a huge red ape, and that seems to be kind of like they don't talk about that anymore.
Like Bruno.
Because I guess now like Goku can go into like God mode with the blue hair and the red hair and all that. So.
Where he bounced. Goku is even in the Macy's Thanksgiving parade.
That's right. But it wasn't like the Luffy that like deflated and the hat deflated. But I don't know. I mean, Toriyama was such a visionary. Like so many people, like just go back to it. Like stuff like the Dragon Radar was a good idea. Like forgot what I wrote. Murphy, did you watch a lot of Dragon Ball?
I'll admit, I try to watch it. Mostly, I think I did a wrong thing. I try to force myself to watch it,
Okay.
and I admit the fighting was cool, but just couldn't really follow so much into it. Like I said, the fighting was cool,
You're just probably
But then-
too far behind.
but then
Keep
after
that,
that, it's like, okay, when do they fight again? Okay, I'll come back. Let me fast forward. Okay,
Yeah.
But then it got funny because there was all this fillers. Because the way they do anime is like the manga goes only so far, and then they animate it, and then the anime has to wait till the manga catches up before they can show it. So they put all this filler. So there were times where it's like the planet's gonna blow up in like 2 minutes. And like 10 episodes later, planet's gonna blow up in 2 minutes. It's like.
yeah,
Did you see the new Kamen Rider movie, the Shin Kamen Rider movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, that fight scene. I was like, that's right out of Dragon Ball. The way they're
Kinda.
like flying through the air and that chung 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 chung.
Well, the end of was that the Matrix? It kind of
Yeah,
turned into
yeah,
Dragon
yeah.
Ball, where Neo's flying around, and I'm like, this is Dragon Ball. This is weird.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was an influence.
Yeah.
Strongly.
What were you Wachowski's thinking?
They liked it. I'm sure they liked, Dragon Ball and
Yeah.
anime in general. I mean, they did, Speed Racers. So. There was, I had read that Toriyama he wanted to stop doing Dr. Slump.
Yeah.
But it was like so popular and it was doing so well that they wouldn't let him do it. And then finally, I guess he and his editor, they got together because the editor was like, they'll let us quit it if you give them something else.
Yeah.
So that's why they worked out Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball, yeah. But even that too, like I know, like I don't know if it's true or not, but I heard a rumor like the way that Dragon Ball Z ended was like very abrupt. Like they set up like this tournament, and then you find like this, all the regulars are in it, and then this kid shows up who's like, has this energy and knocks Goku over, and Goku's all excited because he's kind of like, wow, I want to train you because you have potential, and then they just kind of fly off, and that's how the series ends. But I heard it was kind of like it was a really abrupt ending because he was just fed up with it and got into a fight with the editor, and he just says that's kind of like his "I quit" kind of thing.
Yeah. But I think he would get tired of doing the same thing, and
Yeah.
he did Dragon Ball for a long time,
Yeah, it was a while.
and I think he wanted to try doing other stuff. And most of the stuff he did after, I think was purposely not that long. Like I think he didn't want to get caught up.
It's a pretty rough schedule to keep up. Because even that short one that he did, that Kawaii, remember the one I gave you?
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah, it's short.
The order of the series is Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, and Dragon Ball Super. Dragon Ball.
Dragonball.
I feel like, and I think it's just for like, on the mainland. But I seemed like I was hearing about Dragon Ball at the same time I was hearing about Evangelion, and it seemed,
Yeah, it came out a little bit afterwards, but yeah.
it feels like in on the mainland anyway.
Yeah.
Like when I first really started hearing about like anime, it seemed like everybody was in one or two camps. Well, actually, that's not true. It seemed like there were three camps. Everybody either loved Dragon Ball, Evangelion, or Sailor Moon. And it was like those were the.
That's pretty much true.
Yeah.
I can attest to that.
Then later on, other stuff like Naruto and Bleach came out.
Yeah, Bleach, and then Inuyasha.
And
yeah, it was pretty much around the same time when Toonami came out, and pretty much that was a lot of people's exposure. Like Gundam Wing was another big one.
Oh yeah, Gundam Wing. Yeah, people were big into that.
Yeah,
still some people's favorite. I'm like, that's all right. I think there's better ones.
He swore there was like only one Gundam series in the universe.
Yeah, that's the only one that counts.
But yeah, around that time, I think it was like the early 2000s, or they put those things on repeat, and that's what a lot of people got exposed to.
Sure.
And then Toonami went away. I can't remember when it came back.
Yeah. But then, it's pretty good. They started showing other stuff like Full Metal Alchemist and Trigun and stuff like that. Kind of popular stuff at the time.
Okay, let me add a Dragon Quest character. Who should I add, Aiko?
I like Jessica from 8.
Jessica?
Yeah.
Okay, let me look her up. I didn't record this tonight.
Oh, we're gonna have a drunk cat again tonight.
Oh, there's different numbers. That's why you're saying from 8.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, from Dragon Quest 8. Jessica Albert, I think.
Jessica Alba.
She dresses like a pirate?
Yeah.
Okay.
Albert, not Alba.
Oh, I got all excited.
Hey Scott, what was the significance of the whole Kikaida thing next week?
April 12th is Generation Kikaida Day in Hawaii.
Oh, Generation Kikaida Day. That's what it was. I tried looking it up and I couldn't find it.
Yeah,
I couldn't find the significance.
I got the proclamation in my computer room.
Oh.
The Emancipation Proclamation?
Signed by then Mayor Jeremy Harris. Wait, do I have the Jeremy Harris one or do I have the Ben Cayetano one?
I don't know. But there's more than one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's strong. I know the different Dragon Ball games were pretty fun.
What system was those on?
Most of mine were on like Super Nintendo or the DS.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I just didn't have those.
Yeah, the DS was kind of fun because it's like it was the old.
Wasn't there one on
old Dragon Ball? Yeah.
Wasn't there one on what?
Wasn't there one on a Neo Geo?
Neo Geo, the PS
Or
had.
a Neo Geo?
I think all systems probably had like a version.
Yeah.
Because I think the PlayStation had the more of the fighting ones.
Yeah.
And then back then it's like with the Super Nintendo, if you had the converter, you could play the Super Famicom games. So yeah, we used to play those all the time.
I think Sonny's saying they were
Toys and joys.
albums.
I found some old stuff. What time is it? Oh, it's 8:40 already.
Yeah, next week is what's next week? Oh, Kikaida, right?
Kikaida.
Which is it?
Kikaida.
The manga was Kikaider, but
Oh,
That always drove me nuts.
TV show was Kikaida.
Which is right.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, I say which came first.
there you go. Oh, speaking of the Wachowskis.
Yeah, for Jeff.
It's spelled Kikaida.
Yeah.
But it's like Kamen Rider. So it's
Yeah.
Rider.
Kamen Rider.
That's coming right up.
I did a comic strip about that where it's like, so do you drive a Honda instead of a Honda?
oh yeah, I remember that one.
Gordon Ryder.
Yeah. That's funny. We're talking about the thing, and I see this thing. I was looking at reference, and this popped up. It's like the Matrix 5 announced as Warner Brothers moves ahead without the Wachowskis.
I think one of them is listed as an executive producer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Gordon Rider.
Scott, do you know Nardo Polo?
That name is very familiar. Why do I know that name?
He came to the con one time, and then he actually did a whole Gordon Ryder song to Kamen Rider V3. And I told him to write it down, but yeah, he never did. I got to chase after him for that, but it was really well done. Gordon Ryder is my Kamen Rider, my loser Kamen Rider character. And it seems like writers are making a comeback.
They never went anywhere.
Yeah, they did never go anywhere, but it seems like they're going to be more and more popular, showing up in shows and stuff like that.
But they got overpowered by Rangers.
Yeah.
Damn Saban.
Yeah.
Oh
But
man,
you're right. I guess every year, right? Isn't there a new Kamen Rider that comes out?
Yeah, right now they're doing Kamen Rider Gachard.
I can't keep up with this. Ultraman was kind of doing that for a while, but yeah, they kind of stopped.
They kind of maybe they don't have the budget.
Not in Japan.
Yeah. Oh, actually, no. Isn't there that new Netflix Ultraman series coming out?
Yeah.
The animated one?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing that, but Japan never stopped. Tsuburaya is still kicking out Ultraman shows in Japan. Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, there's all this.
You can watch them on. They have a YouTube channel dedicated.
I can't keep up.
They get the new comment. I don't know what they call it, but on Saturday afternoons, Hawaii time. Got Kamen Rider, and then after that they got what is it now? Boon Boonger. That's the new Super Sentai series.
That's the one with the cars.
Yeah.
Drew bounced.
Slimes. A metal one? There's a metal one.
You know, today was the anniversary of Planet of the Apes.
And then
Yeah?
You see
Did
everyone?
that
The Charlton Heston one?
The original Planet of the Apes. Yeah.
Charles
That didn't come out yet in the theaters, did it?
They did it. They really did it. You
Yeah,
damn dirty apes.
I got a free Planet of the Apes comic book.
Yeah.
Did you get that, Andrew?
I have the
Yeah, Mike gave it to me and it was like, huh?
They're the Mego figures.
I guess everybody that gets.
I have I got Dr. Zaius, and I have Cornelius, and then I have because they repackaged Cornelius and called him Galen when the TV show came out.
Galen.
And then I have General Urko. I have Zira. And then I have from the TV show, I have one of the astronauts, the Alan. I think his name was Alan.
Parson.
Alan Lowe.
Parson. I think his last name was something like Virden or Vernon or something, but
Ferdinand.
There were two astronauts. One was played, I think, by Joe Harper, and the other was played by Michael Naughton,
Da, 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 da.
he was the brother of David Naughton from American Werewolf in London.
Oh.
And the famous Dr. Pepper commercial.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I think I'm done.
Yes.
Mr. Reese out
What is
there.
it?
Dr. Zaius. Dr. Zaius.
Did you ever watch the Planet of the Apes TV show?
Not really.
I didn't. No.
Wasn't there a cartoon?
There was a cartoon as well, but there was a TV show in 1976. And it only ran for 14 episodes, and it got canceled.
Too many apes in there.
No, because the network made the mistake of putting it up against Stanford and Son.
Hey.
You dummies.
Yeah.
Do-do-do-do.
But, well, in about 1980, 81, when they still had syndicated TV, Normally, like for a show to be able to sell the syndication, I think it needed to have at least 2 or 3 seasons, you know, or they really couldn't sell the show for syndication very well. 'Cause a lot of the times the networks, like the smaller stations, just wanted something to fill a time slot, you know, and if they could run it for a while, it was worth their time and money. If not, you know, they would usually pass on it. So what they did was 20th Century Fox took the 14 episodes of the Planet of the Apes TV show and then sort of edited them together, like 2 episodes together, to make little mini movies. And then they sold it, you know, to the stations on the idea that you could run them like for a week and do like Planet of the Apes week. And that's what they did. And I remember it, like, I don't know, like as a kid, I loved Planet of the Apes, and we would go crazy whenever it was on TV. And I don't know, it's like, I remember seeing some of these TV movies, never realizing that it'd been, you know, because that show came out, I was little. You know, I don't really remember the show, but I remember seeing the patched together TV movies like that.
Kind of like how they did Robotech.
Yeah, kind of. So that was like 3 different series that they stitched together.
Kind of like how Voltron was supposed to be.
Yeah.
Ready.
Okay, you guys ready for last looks, or how we doing?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah.
You're ready? Ready? Okay, here's Drew.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Oh, that came out really good.
Are you
That's how you handled the background.
I'm happy.
Clouds are
I'm happy.
shaped like Goku's hair.
Yeah, that's what the character looks like. He's pink.
You know, it's a Toriyama character, so.
Yeah.
I like this manga a lot, though.
Yeah.
All right, who's next? Jason, you ready?
I'll go. Yeah.
All right, here's Jason. Oh, here's Jason. There we go.
Hey.
Nice.
You look so happy.
He does. He is
And then
happy.
I got the.
Happy little Goku.
All right, the next page is
And then there's a beast.
it's
and then this is
it's
Beast
Goku
Gohan.
Snake
Beast
Plissken.
Gohan.
Yeah, Beast
Oh, it's
Gohan.
Beast Gohan.
Yeah.
I thought it was Snake
Yeah,
Plissken.
with a
Escape from New York.
Gohan with an eye patch. Yeah. Yep.
All right. Are you ready?
Different.
Murphy, you there?
Huh?
I think we lost Murphy.
What?
All right, Aiko, you ready?
Oh,
Oh, sure.
Murphy, can you show your work? Or Aiko's going to show.
Oh,
Okay, go, Aiko.
Murphy can go first.
Go, Aiko.
Hey, here's my neighbors. So
I like the slime one. It's great.
yeah, I tried. It was kind of hard to adapt Slime's simple face to a Gabber with a muzzle. And I like the staff. I think I would hold one of those. I would want
That's
that
fun.
for cosplay.
I don't know. That looks kind of like a dog head on a stick, though. It's like
Oh no! Well, it'll make more sense when I color it all wooden.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
I like the evil
Yeah. Evil
Gabber
Lord.
lore.
Well, I gotta
The
show you
Gabber
the
lore.
rest of the pictures that came
Kinda
from
like Dr. Orpheus.
that one.
Dr. Orpheus.
Boss's face when she was looking all evil like that. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Oh, yeah,
Got
that
that
does look
crouch.
good.
It's like Snoopy when he's the vulture.
All right, Murphy,
Okay.
you back now?
I'm here.
All right, we'll take a look over.
Oh, let's see.
Oh, very nice. That's a good angle.
Wow.
It's like looking at Goku's butt.
Yeah, you got a lot of Goku butt in there. Some fan service for you.
No tail.
Yeah. You put the little twitch lines around the butt. Like the
That's
butt's
thick.
wiggling.
That's thick Goku.
It's fine.
Thick Goku.
That's hot.
Stuff, Ricky.
I like that pose that Vegeta's doing. You know, the hand to the ground
get out
thing.
more often, don't we?
Yeah. You just did. You went to the con.
I know. I was just working my table.
Yeah.
John, you ready?
Working the table. Yeah, I got some old and new stuff.
Old and new. Okay.
Old.
Everything is old. It's new again.
This is new. This is old.
Hey,
Out of day with the poop on the stick.
Yay.
yummy.
And then this is Dr. Slump, and then the sun, the happy sun in the back. This is Superman.
Nice.
And then we did that. I'm just saying. Then I started doing like some slimes
Cute. Oh, I love that.
and Slimer in the corner, kind of
All the
freaking out.
different
But
sizes. Oh.
yeah, it's like in the game. There's like
Slimer.
if there's like 4 or 5 different slimes and they combine, they turn into that king slime in the back, and it's like totally
Yeah.
hard to kill. And then at the con, I had a commission. I had 2 commissions. So one was, I don't know if you can see it or not, but I had Vegeta and Piccolo fusing together, but instead of saying they had Aloha. So one of the voice actors, Chris Sabat, does both voices, and the other one he had me do was Beast Gohan in like a Kamehameha robe with a spear and a helmet.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so that was the second commission I had to do. So yeah, so that's it.
All right, Scott, you ready? Nice look at Scott.
Nice.
Nice.
That was Daipoken. Magic staff.
All right. Thank you, Scott.
Ooh.
All right, and there's mine.
Oh, that's cool. Very nice. It's a nice
Yeah.
homage. Yeah, you know what else I also saw a lot of at the con this year? I seen that Buruma, the bunny girl Burumas. I noticed.
Yeah.
I saw at least 5 of them. You know. So and then again, that's something that I guess Dragon Ball Toriyama made popular.
Let's,
I mean, bunny girls.
Oh yeah.
Bunny
Quick
girls.
round of anybody have anything to promote? I know we got Comic Jam this weekend.
Well, you got your show this weekend. Yeah, the show starts this
We
weekend.
got
Pineapple
the
Man.
Pineapple Man and Friends exhibit opens Friday. It runs from the 5th through the 25th.
When is open ceremony on first Friday? Is there a?
Yeah, Friday.
No, I know, but when does it start? I mean,
Friday.
oh, it doesn't matter. It's just like 1 o'clock, 5 o'clock.
Well, the reception's at 5, but
Oh, there you go. That's what I'm
the
asking.
museum is open at noon. So,
Okay.
Well,
there you go.
The exhibit's open at noon, so you can go in at noon if you want. What else?
Oh,
Michael,
someone's
you got anything
power
coming
on
up
their
we should
phone.
know about?
Oh, I have my usual market on Saturday at Alamona, in our usual spot.
I'm gonna get down there one of these days and check it out.
Yeah, I hope you can.
Yeah, I live in Wino. It's
Well, I mean, we're
Is
open
it-
till 4, so you want to roll in late, like sometimes I do. Well, we tend to be there in the afternoons more, but depending on how Bloss is feeling, we might try to go there for the whole day.
okay.
Yeah, if you
John,
want
you
to-
got anything coming up?
Actually, well, I'm gonna have to advertise that later on, but I guess on the 20th, there's gonna be like a cosplay con at the Salt Lake Library, and I think they're looking for vendors. So
Oh,
yeah,
I
so
told
that's
you
something you
know-
might think. They it seems like they want to try to tie it in more with cosplay, which
Drew's
I don't know
phone
why they
died.
asked me.
Oh no.
Is that Drew's phone died?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That means he cannot put his face in at the end.
I'll give you the contact info, and you can ask them if it's something that they want, because they're looking at like maybe about 6 to 8 vendors.
Oh, okay. Oh, but you said it was the 20th.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Darn, I have another event that day. My Mid
Oh,
Valley.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Murphy's phone
Thank
died.
you.
Drew's phone
Murphy's
died.
phone died.
They both died.
They both died. Yeah. And then I guess also this Saturday is Reed's comic jam at IAEA, right?
First Saturdays, yeah, Reed.
Yeah. Oh, someone's calling.
Murphy's trying to do a group chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw you dive, Murphy.
Yeah. Good, Murph. Anyway, so that's about it then, right?
Two girls.
Oops.
Okay, what the heck is with the group chat? Okay, it's
Going all over the place.
Scott. Do you have anything to promote?
No, I'm good.
All right, we're wrapping up. So anyway,
Aloha the bus.
okay.
All right. No Drew's head today. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Drew's phone
Hey.
died. All right. I tried to get him to send me a photo, but couldn't get to work out. All right. Thanks for joining.
Okay.
You
All right.
Say aloha.
You guys.
See ya.
And next week.
Bye.
See you next
Bye.
week, or I'll be there in 2
Yeah.
weeks.
Okay.